Hello, my art friends. How are you today? We are so good. We have so much to talk about before we even get to our watercolor exercise, which are ramping up as well. So I wanted to go back to remember last week's watercolor exercise, and where was I? When we were doing the patterns, and I was doing the pairs, and I wasn't really happy with the way the watercolor was working on these pairs. And I had a discovery, and I said, you know what? It's the paper. It is the paper. So I said I was going to make, what I was going to do is I was going to make, signatures, because I have all this really good watercolor paper. So I made signatures. This is the Fabriano Artistica Aquarelle cold press right there. And let me tell you, so you know what I did? I went back and redid the pairs. Now look at the difference in these. This was this paper here. Look at the difference on the good watercolor paper. So I had a revelation upon revelation upon revelation. The more I did my exercises, and I'll show you. So let me go finish up with this pad. So I had bought 3 of these during was it Black Friday, and because they were like $19 for 3. I did cover this up, so I brought this over to show you that this is it is 140 pound, 300 GSMs, but it is it's cold press, acid free, dual sided. This one side is smooth, and the one side is textured. As you can see, this is rough, and then this side is smooth. But I mean, it's good paper, but it is not really good watercolor paper. So since I have 3 of these, I'm going to use these for swatching and other things like that. Other exercises that I do that really don't include watercolors and things like and stuff. So I'm going to do that. So as I was doing, I mean, I don't know, it's just like a revelation. First, I became the sketchbook girl, but this paper is so nice. It feels good. It's thick. So I started doing more of my watercolor exercises on here, and I'm falling in love with the paper. Things happen we morph into certain things. And the thing is, I'm figuring if I'm going to do what we're doing watercolor exercises, we really need to do it on good watercolor paper. Otherwise, we're not going to get the full effect of the exercise. You know what I mean? So I was doing these, did my rule of thirds, landscape, but it just seems so much better. Look at the symmetry. I created this myself. This is with ocean paper, and just look at how nice that it's just different when you use really good watercolor paper. So oh, you know what I did? So I did this. This is the composition, not so great, and this is better. So, because I had taken it and was doing it by itself, so I wasn't paying attention. So I really like these signatures with the really good watercolor paper. And then my last watercolor exercise video, I showed you what I have. I have the Arch hot press and cold press. The thing is, yes, I did become a sketchbook girl, so I'm going to use all these other sketchbooks that I do have. I have this one that I got from Temu. I got this Elo one. This is a little bit bigger. I like the size. I'm going to use all of these for gouache. Since I have the Holbein gouache coming today, I can't wait. And I got winter and spring. I am going to do, I know I'm going to be doing lots of gouache. So I'll be doing gouache in these. And yes, I did get 4 of the Hanamule sketchbooks and I love them. I haven't tried them yet and I have 4 of them, you know. But it feels like good watercolor paper. It is, I didn't save this, I think it's over here. It is cold press. Oh, this is 250 GSM. This might have to be for gouache as well. Or I could take these urban sketching with me. That would be, you know, that's what I could do. And because I'm always threatening to urban sketch, but do I do it? Do I do it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own sketchbooks. Like I did with this one. See now, let's see. I did do this, but I'm just going to have to make it a little tighter, I guess, the signatures. I mean, it did turn out okay. You know, oh, I did this yesterday. This was my yesterday video. If you want to go find that, this was fun. This is when I did with the ocean paper watercolors. Ooh, it really did turn out okay. I was getting a little frustrated with the ocean papers, but it did turn out okay now that I look at it. You know, I did a couple others. This was with the Hemi gouache. Wasn't happy with that either. I'm not happy with my art supplies lately. I did like this. I did this with Daniel Smith. That was a Lindsay class. This was during the Artsy Marathon. That was kind of fun. I liked that. That was fun. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one like this, but more this size, because I do like this. Now I do have another, yes, I have another sketchbook. But this is the one I do with Sketchbook School. So it's going to be more this size, because I like this size. I might even play with square maybe eventually if I make one. But I do love this. I like this size. This one turned out good because this is for, these are classes also. If you got to do the Sketchbook School Draw with me every Thursday. We do something different. We do different subjects and it's just fun. I absolutely, and then I did do, I joined the Creative License. I bought that before New Year's, and this is the Creative License class. Alexa, stop. I just took my vitamins, so you don't have to tell me. And this is more of the Draw with me, but this is more the Creative License class. So I'm really having a lot of fun. I love doing the leafages. His mom does something called leafages, but I really do. This is a good book for this kind of stuff. You know, this is good. Let's see, what is this? Did I save? This is, oh, this says acid-free pages too. Watercolor. Doesn't say very much else, but so I do want to, I have really fallen in love with how nice this paper is. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, just look at it. Just look. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, maybe after this, I'll make some, I'll make a sketchbook with these signatures. Let's see, how many do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures. But these are 4 signatures of just 3 pages. And there's, I believe, 4 in here. So, oh, that was another thing I wanted to say. So with the 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and doing 4 of these, I believe is 64 pages back and front. And I looked, and this is 60 pages. I believe this is also 60 pages. So I think that'll be pretty good. 60 pages is enough. And I just make another one and another one. So we'll go from there. So I'll make one. I'm not going to film it or anything because I'm not that good. But there are other people that do. I'm going to follow Lindsay's Copic Stitch sketchbook. That's what this is. And then I do save, I save a lot of cardboard, so I will have covers and stuff like that. I could even use books. I was thinking of even, you know, buying these old books and then putting them in here. That would be kind of cool too. But we'll see. That's a lot of talking. We haven't even gotten to our watercolor exercise yet, have we? So on the watercolor exercises, we are moving into projects. And what the projects entails is there's going to be just a few exercises on the foliage, and then we go into a project, a leaf mandala project. So that'll be really nice too. I'm not going to show you all of them. We're just going to do the gesture one, and we'll go through and do that. And let me get everything in focus here. So we're gonna do, so since we're just gonna do this side, I'll just do that like that. Then I wanna, there we go. I'm using my Daniel Smith. And I like to have, where's my little, here it is. So I can see it's done. And let's go. I should cover this up so that it's not, this is paper. Yeah, I can use. I just don't want to mess up my really good paper now. There we go. So, it just says we're going to load our brush with paint and moving the brush along the paper. Imagine you're painting a C curve and then barely touching. Okay, so we're going to do like we're practicing with brush strokes. Also, another thing I noticed, I put less water in here because I noticed when I do my swishy swish, I get a lot of water on the ferrule and then it drips. So I put less water in now. So when I do the swishy swish, I don't get too much water on the ferrule. So let's see, what color do we want to use? Let's try sap green. As you can see, it's well used. When it runs out, I can buy a new tube. I think I have the tubes. I don't remember. I lost all the tubes to my Paul Rubens. So when those go, and those are one of my favorites, I will just buy tubes of that to replace as well. So it says, start by barely touching the paper with the tip of the brush and gradually press a little harder. So just the tip and then press and then lift and then do the same thing on the other side. Lift, press, lift. And then you could fill in the inside of the leaf. That was okay, but it's kind of a fat leaf. Let's do a longer leaf. So tip, press, pull up, tip, press, pull up. Oh, nice. That's nice. How about we try put different color on our brush, but not clean off the other one. So I like the longer leaves. Tip, press, pull, and then tip, press, pull. Oh, I like that. That's nice. We'll do another fat one down here. How about press, pull, press, pull. There you go. And then it says practice painting the shape and the different curves. It also says create your own way of adding veins. I do have a way I've been practicing. Let's see, this is an 8. Let me get just a bit smaller. let's see, this is a 6. Let's do, so let me show you how I've been practicing. So we'll take this undersea green. I want it kind of, don't want it really super dark. Let's just do, so that's just like the basic leaf shape. And I'm gonna let that dry. Meanwhile, let's do this other leaf shape. I'm gonna add a little phthalo blue. And then, no, this is cobalt turquoise. And then, let's see, just goes like this. And then you just practice, oh, I see, and then do this and this. Yeah, we can do this all day, right? Because we've done this before with trees. And then I'll just get like a green, undersea green, throw that in there a little bit, and just mix it all up. And then we'll do little spikies. This looks more like a fir tree. Let's push down longer to get more of a, there we go. So it doesn't look like, if you don't want it to look like a fir tree, then I'll throw some blue in here. Play with these colors. Press down so you get more of a oval shape. Oh, I see now. I see. See how we're practicing? We're practicing. Press down, press down. But if you want that spiky look, just do the tip. And you get the spiky look. I like both, actually. I like both. Press down. And then the way you can pull away from the stem or pull into it. And you can have different kinds. See how you get different types of leaves? Pull in or pull out. See, you just got practice. Different kinds, different shapes of leaves. Oh, I love that. So here's me. Let's see how we could do this. This is what I do when I practice. Let's get that ribbon, and then I'll just take little pieces like this. Not done yet. Maybe around there. Now I'm going to wipe all that off and just a tiny bit of water. Fade that out. Fade that out to the end. This is not in the book. This is me. This is what I've been practicing. Fade it out to the end. Fade, 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 fade that out, and then maybe fade it out to the edges. This is just me practicing on doing leaves. I like to do nature journaling. I haven't been doing as much as I should be. But I feel like I should be fading it out even more. You know what I mean? Like maybe I shouldn't have put that much down just to, but you see what I'm doing now? Maybe darker from the tip, both tips. And this watercolor paper just makes it so much nicer, doesn't it? So that's me practicing my version. You know, all in the shading. Let me find you my favorite leaf that I did in my nature journal book. It's right here. I love it. I should really go back to these and do it. This is my nature journal book. Oh, there it is. This is all my nature journaling. This, you don't have to be good to do nature journaling at all. You could just, this was me practicing. John Muir Laws has a ton of free classes online if you find him online. Tons of classes. But let me show you. Here's me doing leaves again. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. Practicing leaves, but here is my, oh, I love all these leaves. Here's my favorite leaf. November 17, 2022. Look at that. Practicing shading and all that stuff. Let me just make sure you can see that. See, practicing all the shading. I need to get back into my nature journaling. I really do. Yep, that's pretty much it. I used to do the weather. I need to get back into it. So that is us doing our watercolor exercise for today. You know, another good thing is, you know, do different colors. Let's, you know, do one side this way. And then grab an, let's see, like an orangey. Do that another way. Get in the middle. Another thing I was trying to figure out is what if we do like that one leaf? If we're looking at the leaf from the side. All right, we need some. If we're looking at it from the side, but it's also curled, sort of, I'm trying to do like a double, like that way. So then when it dries, you can do your, here I'll do it like this. When it dries, you would do your micron here, and then it goes like that, right? You could do it with a pencil, because I don't want to wait for it to dry to explain this to you. So this is the side of the leaf. And we'll just do our ribs going that way, and then that way, like that. So play, practice. Even though I watched what they did in the book, I also went off on my own. See, now that doesn't look so hot. But you saw in my nature journal how I practiced shading and stuff like that. So now that this is dried a little bit more, maybe I could go in, maybe with a smaller brush, and just do some shading. You know? See, it's starting to look a little bit better now that I just did just a little bit of shading there. So, because of the video, I really didn't wait for stuff to dry, but you can wait. We're doing watercolor now. We have to watch for it to start drying. We have to start learning patience. See how much better that already looks? You could do the little, oh, I love that. See, already it's starting to look good. So yeah, take these things that we did and go in and shade. Go in with another weird color like yellow. Take yellow and just do some shading or something like that. Practice, abstract, you know. That's what these watercolor exercises are for. So I'm gonna make myself a really nice watercolor sketchbook. It might be done by the time we're our next video. But yes, please go watch my last video that I just did when we picked mystery watercolor or mystery supply. This was so much fun to do. I really liked it. I struggled, and you could see me struggling in the video because that's what we do. This is my journey, and I'm sharing my journey with you and the things that I learn. Oh, and my Holbein's coming today. Oh, you know what? I hope that I can do the swatching and unveiling, and hopefully, if it better come today, that will be out tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here with me, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Also, once these are dry, go in there with your micron and fix that. Because you know why? Say it with me. I'm not even going to say it. You say it. Yeah, go in there. Now, I bet your micron would look really good there. You could even do hash marks and stuff like that. Practice. Practice, practice, practice. Because the more you do, the better you get. That's what I got from John Muir Laws. For doing nature journaling. He says you don't have to be an artist to be a nature journal, but the more you do, the better you get. So thanks for being here with me, you guys. I love you. Bye.